Welcome, creative adventurers. I'm Debbie Cohn with Cohn Designs. Thank you for stopping by today. In today's video, I'm going to answer 10 questions about my A Walk in the Stars Quilt Along. So let's get started. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and tell a friend, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notifications bell. Those are the best ways to support my channel. So let's get started on those questions. Number 1, is it too late to start? The answer is absolutely not. It is not too late. The Quilt Along runs through the end of October, and the block patterns will be available through the end of November. So just be sure to download your block patterns and instructions by November 30th, 2023. If you missed week 1, which is our fabric requirements and our schedule, go back and watch that. I'll leave a link to it in the video description. And if you missed week 2, which was our first 2 blocks, which are very, very similar, one's large and one's small. The first one is the Friendship Star, and then the bigger one is the Star Flower block. Both just half square triangles, quick and easy to do. I'll leave the link for week number 2's video as well in the video description. Week number 3 just came out. If you missed that, it was all about the Ohio Star, and I will leave a link to that in the video description as well. The next question you had is, will this quilt along cost me money? Well, aside from the fabric and the thread, the answer is no. The quilt along itself is free, the video tutorials are free, and the downloadable block patterns are free through the end of November 2023. It doesn't cost you anything. The next question is there more than one size? I'm not sure that I want to commit to a larger throw. Do you have a smaller size? The answer is yes. Go to the fabric requirements and you'll see I have the fabric requirements, and I will provide the instructions for a baby quilt size. The baby quilt size is all the same blocks, just without the borders and the sashing. Easy peasy. The next question is, can I use a darker fabric? I'm not so much of a traditionalist that I prefer the white fabric. Absolutely yes. In fact, that's why I'm using these fabrics for my second version of the quilt when I'm sewing along with you on the Quilt Along. I'm using a dark fabric, and you can see my dark background fabric tacked up behind me where I have several of the quilt blocks all made and ready to go. Other options for a dark background fabric might be a dark charcoal gray, or a black with some batiks. Here I've pulled some batiks from my stash, put them with a black background so you can see what I mean. The next question is, can I just use 1 or 2 fabrics? And absolutely you can. You could do pink and purple, for example, or how about this pull from my stash? It's red and white fabrics. Just as long as you have a strong contrast between the background and the fabrics in the blocks, you'll be fine. Another question I've received is, can I make the quilt larger or smaller? You could certainly sew fewer blocks. That'd be perfectly fine. Do what suits you. Maybe you just want 1 of each for a simple wall hanging or a table runner. That's great. If you want to make it bigger, you can. I will have a pattern coming out later for sale that will include all the measurements, all the math for you for a queen, for a twin and a queen size. If you don't want to wait for that, you're certainly welcome to do the math on your own. The way to do it, of course, is to make the throw size and then add several borders to get it to the size you need. The next question is, can you help me organizing my fabric pieces? Yes, I can. And in fact, if you'll go to my blog at dcondesigns.com and sign up for my email and newsletter list, I've got 2 things that will really help you with this quilt along. One is fabric labels. You can print these out on cardstock and use them to label the pieces when you're getting ready to put your block together. You could use it for labeling your blocks, your rows, whatever you need for your personal use. The other thing I have for you if you sign up for my email and newsletter list is a project checklist for this specific quilt along. So you can track your progress, and if you have to put the project away for a little while, you'll know exactly where you left off and what you have left to do. I find it really super helpful, and I hope you do too. Another suggestion I gave in the last video. It's about making yourself a quick and easy chart that shows which fabrics you're using in which blocks for this quilt along. That way you'll be sure you're spreading your fabrics out, and you'll be sure to have both light and dark values throughout the quilt. You don't have to do that. You can certainly take it a block at a time and be as creative as you want. It's totally up to you. Another question I've received is, can I make it really scrappy? Absolutely you can, but what you'll want to do is when each block pattern comes out, look at the sizes that you need for each of the block components. Then pull your fabrics based on those sizes and what you have in your stash. One way to do it is to be totally scrappy. that's perfectly fine. Or you could choose fabrics that are in a similar hue or value. That way, that particular block or that series of the same block would be similar across the quilt. It's up to you. Whatever you choose, just be sure that there's a lot of contrast between your background and the blocks themselves. 2 more questions and then I'm done. The next question is, how long do I have to get it done? You can take whatever time you need to get it done, of course. The video series runs through the end of October 2023, and the block patterns will be on my website for free for you to download through November 30th, 2023. After that, they'll be taken down and consolidated into a single pattern. I'll add several more sizes, and then it will be available for purchase after that. The last question is, will you be doing a sew along? I actually will. It will be live. So please mark your calendars and put on your notification bells. I will be doing a live stream on YouTube, a sew along with me for this quilt along. It will be October 11th. That's next Wednesday, October 11th, 2023 at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join me, turn it on. You can sew along in the background, do other chores, whatever you'd like to do. I will be taking questions through the live chat and answering them live on YouTube. I will record the live stream and then make it available after that so that you can watch it on the replay in case you're interrupted and can't make it through the whole live stream, or you're not available at that time. You can watch it later. So mark your calendars and join me for next Wednesday's sew along. It'll be great fun. And that's it for this week's video. Don't forget to join me for the live sew along for this quilt along next Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. And then we'll resume our video tutorials the following week with the reverse sawtooth star. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and tell a friend. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week on the live stream.